Welcome back, everyone. So this is my should you melt this video, and I have some empties and then I also have some larger like bags and larger format items that I'm going to review just because they're ones that really stood out to me and because it's only been about a week and a half since the last video I did, and I haven't melted as much as normal because I'm burning a lot of candles, so I wanted to include a few more things. Plus, with us coming up into fall, I actually have been doing a lot of fall scents, and so now is the time for you guys to start stocking up on fall. So I thought I would go ahead and share with you some of the fall stuff that I've been melting that I've absolutely adored, so that maybe you can get your hands on it. So first I'm going to start with my Better Homes and Gardens candle. This is a new scent. It's Warm Autumn Sweater, and this basically is a dupe for Sweater Weather from Bath & Body Works. So I heard about it from other people in Facebook groups, and I went to both my Walmarts that are close by because they're supposed to have it in clamshells. The first Walmart I went to had all the new like 2014 fall scents, but only in candles. They did not have the clamshells out. The second Walmart I went to didn't have anything of the new stuff. They had all the shelves where all the stuff was gonna go was cleared out, and they had the new labels, but when I spoke with one of the workers, she said they weren't expecting the stuff in for another couple days. So who knows, it could have been in the back and it just hadn't been stocked yet, but I was super bummed. So I did end up getting this candle. I did attempt to light it, but it just did not burn well for me at all. So I ended up just digging out, and plus I like a really strong scent throw, like I could smell it faintly when it was burning, but I ended up just sticking a knife in here and starting to dig it out, and it does smell almost just like Sweater Weather from Bath & Body Works. I don't think it's 100% the same, but it is very, 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 very close. Or maybe it's just my head telling me that Walmart wax is not as good as Bath & Body Works, but it's so close, and this was very strong and lasted like at least 6 or 7 hours, but I did melt quite a bit. I put some in my 24-watt hot plate and then some in a 20-watt in 2 different rooms, and it was fantastic. It was so good. I loved it so much. All right, I've also melted from Tiffany Candles Gooey Donut Shop, and this is really good. Her Gooey Donut Shop does have a lot of cinnamon in it, like a nice sweet bakery cinnamon, and it's so good. And it's so strong. It's definitely, if you like that like sweet bakery cinnamon, it's not overly sweet by any means, and it is pretty strong on the cinnamon. It's not crazy strong, but pretty strong. So if you don't like cinnamon, you probably wouldn't like this, but if you can enjoy a good cinnamon with bakery, this is a great scent, and it throws strong. Just one of the tarts in a 20-watt hot plate. Amazing. Threw really, really well. Also from Tiffany Candles, I melted leaves, and these are from November. November. When I first got into wax, Tiffany Candles was one of the first vendors that I ordered from, and I went crazy. Like any scent she had listed, I bought a 3-pack in. Oh, not any scent she had listed. Any scent that she had listed that I thought sounded good to me, I bought a 3-pack in. So all this stuff is from November, and it's performing amazingly well. Now these little tarts are paraffin, so paraffin is known to last longer than soy, but this leaf smells so good. It does have that apple note. It's supposed to be a Bath & Body Works dupe. I don't know if it's an exact dupe because I'm not the leaf scent from Bath & Body Works. I'm just now melting my first candle ever from them because I didn't think I liked apple scents for a long time, and now I absolutely love them. And so leaves was just one I never went for. I always went for like the fruity stuff, the fruity, the bakery. But this was great. It was strong. It was so good. I do think it's similar to the leaves from Bath & Body Works for sure, but I don't know if it's a dead-on dupe. I feel like this one might be a little bit spicier than the Bath & Body Works candle, but still really good. Also from Tiffany Candles, I melted Pink Frosted Cupcake. Yum, it's pink sugar and frosted cupcake. It is a beautiful, strong pink sugar, basically cake scent, and I loved it. So all 3 of these will definitely be repurchases for me. Okay, from Makes Sense. This I had to rebag it because the bag just that I got it in was not closing. I do have an order coming from her. The owner's name is Sherry. She shipped it. Well, I got the shipping notice last night, but I think it was actually going out today, and it's coming from Canada, so I don't know how long it's going to take. The shipping notice I got said, did it say like 3 to 8 days or 5? I think it said like 3 or 2 to 8 days, but that's probably just depending on where it's going, and I don't know if that takes into consideration like international shipping to the US. But I got this from Kim, her admin on her Facebook group. She did a giveaway, and I won the giveaway, which was super exciting, and I got some Make Sense in there, and I got Marshmallow Fireside, and I was so excited to see this one, and I had 4 hearts. So what I did is I melted 2 of these in my 24-watt hot plate at the same time that I was burning my candle from Bath & Body Works, and it was so good. This is amazing. It smells, to me, it smells just like Marshmallow Fireside, and it is delicious. So after I melted this, I got in touch with Sherry because she was still working on my order, and I ordered a large bag of the Marshmallow Fireside and added that to my order. So I should be getting that soon, and I'm so excited for it because it smells amazing. Okay, from Sassy Girl Aroma. This was one of her like SpongeBob SquarePants big old squares. It's actually quite massive. Like I cut it in half and then in half again, and I melted each of those quarters in 2 different warmers. Lavender Noel. It's such a simple blend, but it is fantastic. I don't think I would call this like a very herbal lavender, but it's also not very sweet. To me, it's just a beautiful lavender that has kind of that like powdery soft note to it, and I don't know if that's coming from the Vanilla Bean Noel. Like I couldn't distinctly tell the Vanilla Bean Noel was in here. To me, it just smelled like a beautiful, somewhat sweet, soft lavender, but it threw like crazy. So good. This I got as a sample in one of my orders, but if you get a chance to order from Sassy Girl Aroma and you love lavender, simple blend, but phenomenal. Phenomenal, love it. I will probably need a lot of that. I love to melt lavender for nighttime because I actually do find it helps me sleep a lot better. Like if I'm having problems sleeping, because I do that nowadays. I don't know why. This is from Sniff My Tarts, and this is a chunk bag in chocolate chip mint ice cream. Yeah, they forgot the cream on there. Strawberry jam. Yum, yum, yum. Now, the chunks I melted, it was a corner chunk, and I didn't get the strawberry when I was melting it, but I did get the chocolate and the mint ice cream. And I'm not a huge, this was stronger on the chocolate than I was hoping. I ordered it because I'm determined to find a chocolate that I like, even though every time I order it, I end up not liking it. But I finally found one. This combination is amazing. To me, it smelled like I was baking a peppermint chocolate brownie. Like that's literally what it smelled like. It smelled like when you're baking brownie and the edges of the brownie like start getting a little like not burnt, but they're starting to get like really cooked along the edges of the brownie, and so it's getting that like just that rich cooked chocolate scent, and then with the like mint in here. And it wasn't an overpowering strong mint. It wasn't like peppermint. It was just a nice subtle mint, and it was so good, but it made me want a peppermint brownie, like literally. But it was phenomenal. So in their next opening, I will probably order more of this because I really enjoyed it, and I want more chocolate, mint chocolate in my life. Okay. From Haley's Heavenly Scents, I melted whipped blueberry pumpkin patch. So I think this is whipped cream and blueberry pumpkin patch. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I melted 2 of these little cupcakes because they're kind of small, and they go like they cave in at the bottom. So even though they look kind of big, they're not a ton of wax. Like I think it's like probably 0.8, maybe close to an ounce. But I did 2 of the little cupcakes in my 24 watt. And then I cut 1 cupcake in half and melted a half. I have like So the way of my layout of my living room, dining room, kitchen, it's like a U shape, and the scent always tends to gravitate towards my kitchen. My hot plate warmer is like kind of right in the center near a wall. There's like a half wall that kind of divides my dining room and my living room, and the warmer's there because it's the only place that my cat will not jump and get himself hurt on a hot plate warmer. Because the hot plate warmers don't have lights or anything to make him realize there's something there. So I have to keep it in a place where he won't jump. But then I have, if it's a light bulb warmer, he won't go near them because they look like lights. He won't like jump on it or over or whatever. So, but the scent tends to go towards my kitchen, and most of the time I'm in my living room. So I have the hot plate warmer in that one location, but then I put 2 other light bulb warmers. One is a 40 watt, no, they're both 25 watts from Walmart that I stationed in 2 other spots in my living room, but they're in places where my cat would typically jump, but because it's lit up and it's there, he won't jump on them. I've kind of gotten him trained now, and I'm sorry, I'm totally like side note here. But anyhow, so I cut one of these in half and put half of it in each of those, so I was melting a total of 3, and it was so strong and so good. Now, I've never melted the blueberry pumpkin patch from Bath & Body Works. I didn't get it last fall. I want to say people are saying that was the first time it came out, and I don't know why I don't think I got it last fall. So I can't say if this is a good dupe for it. I've heard other people say that yes it is, that Haley's Heavenly Scents has a good dupe, but I can say it's fantastic. It's fantastic, sweet, bakery, absolutely no spice to it at all. And the whipped cream, I don't know if it's making it sweeter than it normally would be otherwise, but all I know is I keep having to tell myself to not go in and place like another massive order with her. One, because she added a bunch of new scents. Like she has a Pizzelle scent now, and she added like French toast, and she added a bunch of yummy like bakery fall scents, and did all kinds of fantastic blends. And she added a blend that I requested that is like one of my favorite blends right now. So I'm probably gonna place an order soon, but I'm trying to like not do it right away. But I'm definitely gonna get more of anything that she has with Blueberry Pumpkin Patch because I love it. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. So if you haven't tried it, you should try it. Okay, and then the last one that's not an empty is this one from Sassy Girl Aroma. This is Old Town Bake Shop. Amazing. Again, I melted one of these in my 24 watt hot plates, and then I cut another one in half and melted 1/2 in each of the 2 light bulb warmers. It completely, and because it's a bakery and it's a somewhat lighter bakery, I really wanted to engulf my whole like living room, dining room, kitchen in the scent. And it did. It completely filled it, and it's like you're just baking, like that yummy, fresh, baked, kind of a little hint of sweetness, a little hint of like a cream, not spicy at all. I'm gonna smell it really quickly. Oh, just gorgeous. Just buttery, sweet, creamy baked goods. That's what this smells like. It's so authentic and so good. I want to say this, I hope it's on her website. I don't know if Sassy Girl Aroma, Julie is her name. She's staggering her openings now. What she does is she opens only for a few days a week, and then even like last week she didn't open, I think because she's trying to make sure she can get caught up on orders and stuff. So you pay attention to her Facebook group, but next time she opens, this is just, it's not a house blend or anything, it's just a basic scent that she has. So go to her non-house blends to find this. I hope it's there because I definitely would want to order more of this. If you want people to think you're a baker, you can get some of this and melt it. It's amazing. Okay, so now for empties. The first one, this is Glitterati Candle Company from my mystery box that I got. This is the first Glitterati I've melted. Super impressed. Super, super, super impressed. It was a big, massive chunk. This is Orange Raspberry Sangria. It was amazing. It was such a great, like, citrus, sweet, fruity, it's just beautiful scent. I cut the chunk in half. I melted half of my 24 watt, and then the other half, I cut that in half, so 2/4, and melted each of those in the 2 light bulbs. Again, it just was super strong. I actually probably could have gotten away with just melting half and not doing the other 2 warmers, but I kind of don't take that chance anymore. I really like to make sure I get a strong throw. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I am on her fall custom order list, and I'm gonna go crazy ordering from her because I can't believe how strong this stuff was. Now her wax is really soft. It cuts like butter. Like if you take a cube of butter out of your fridge, like real butter, not margarine, and let it sit on the counter maybe just for like 5 minutes so it just softens ever so slightly, and then slide a butter knife through it, that is how this cuts. It's just, it's so soft, so easy to cut. So it does make the bag a little yucky, but it wasn't mushy. You know, like some vendors are super, super mushy, so love Glitterati. Definitely going to be probably placing a fairly large order when my name comes up on the custom list. The Bathing Garden, this is Marshmallow Frosted Mango Tangerine. Amazing. If you have not tried this one from Shannon, right? Oh my gosh, there's so many vendors. I need to make sure I keep them all right. From Shannon. This one is super strong and just like this nice tart like mango tangerine, but then there's like that extra sweetness from the marshmallow, like the marshmallow frosted part, you know. Amazing. I had 2 clamshells in this. I'm now out of it. If I see, I haven't ordered from Shannon in a while, mostly because recently I'm just not getting really good throw from her stuff, but this one was really, really good. So she just hasn't been one of my go-to vendors recently. I'm really gonna have to see like a great opening, or I don't know, some really good scents in one of her openings down the road for me to order. That scent was good. This is Cucumber Mint from Sassy Girl Aroma. This was really strong. It was one of her Sassy sticks. Really great scent. I melted half, I broke it in half and melted each half in 2 different rooms. It was really strong. It lasted a long time. It was one that I went to bed with, and I think like by the morning I couldn't smell it anymore. Oh, and that's what I was gonna say about Glitterati. By the morning I could still smell this, even though I like started it at night. I leave my warmers on overnight. In the morning, it wasn't as strong as it was the night before, but I could still smell it. This one I couldn't smell it in the morning, but it was so good when it was melting. Just a great cucumber mint scent. So I have more Sassy sticks from her. From Candles from the Keeping Room, I melted Pink Frosted Cake. This was a sample. I don't think that's pink sugar. I think it's just like pink frosting or something so girly. It really just smells like a vanilla cupcake, and that's what everyone, I melted this one at work, and everyone was coming by my office that day and being like, what are you melting? You're teasing us. Like, they're like, you're making me hungry, I need a cupcake. Everyone kept saying it smelled like vanilla cupcake. So, and it did. It was really good and really strong. And when I melt candles from the Keeping Room at work, well, anything I melt at work, I melt in a 25-watt light bulb warmer, but it has a metal dish, so I feel like that metal gets really hot, so I can do paraffin wax in my 25-watt light bulb. Vintage Chic scents. This is Baby It's Cold Outside. Oh, I melted 2 of these. Where is the other one? Here's the other one. So this is supposed to be the dupe for Sweater Weather. The scent notes are the same. However, it is not. It is not a dupe. I was sad to say. I got a couple of them in the hopes that they were, and I didn't care for it. I love Curvy's wax. I love Vintage Chic scents, but this was not a good dupe for Sweater Weather, so I would not be getting this one again. And I can't tell. To me, it's heavier on something that makes it smell more like men's cologne, and Sweater Weather does have that note in it, but to me, when I melt Sweater Weather, I get more of the like sweet mintiness that's in it, blended with kind of all those other fragrances, and this just, I didn't get the same thing. So I was a little disappointed in that. I mean, it threw really well, but it actually started giving me a headache, so I took it out. I dumped it. I'm sad, but that's okay. Vintage Chic Scents, 1927. This is one of my favorite scents and blends right now. It's fresh strawberry, pink sugar, and sugar milk. It's amazing. And I feel like in this scent blend, I feel like Curvy Use fresh strawberry, or fresh, whatever she calls it, strawberry, fresh picked strawberry, I don't know what she calls it on its own. It reminds me of Carol's, you know, Candles from the Keeping Room. It reminds me of her fresh picked strawberry. I'm not saying it's a dupe, but it reminds me of it. It has that like tart, sweet, just really good scent. And this blend is amazing. I think I maybe only have one more scent shot of it. I really need to get like a blossom bag or something because it's just phenomenal. I love it. I love melting it at night. Sugar milk is really comforting to me for whatever reason. Like, it's sweet. I don't get that sour note from it. There's other milk scents that I've gotten the sour note, but sugar milk, I love it. This is Streetman Candle Company, Mango and Papaya. This is so good. Such a good mango papaya scent. Like, nice and fruity. So good. Look, I just got wax at my nose. Blah. Okay, this video is turning out to be a lot longer than I thought, but that's really good. Definitely would be a repurchase for me. From Sniff My Tart, Spearmint, Frostbite, Vanilla Bean Noel. I think Frostbite is their wintergreen scent. This is an amazing blend. Love it for nighttime. I think I'm going to order this in their next opening, but I think I'm going to do Spearmint, Peppermint, Vanilla Bean Noel, because I like peppermint more than wintergreen. This is still really good, but I like something that's just a little bit more pepperminty, so it's really, really good. From Daphne's, this is Strawberry Patch Cupcake. Now this one, I pulled it out and it didn't have a lot of scent anymore because I realized the bag had bursted open, and so it's been sitting there forever, however long, a few months with it open. So on cold, I couldn't smell anything. So I threw the whole thing in, actually it was a heart, it was one of those piped hearts, so it was actually quite large. I threw the whole thing in my Glade, and it just wasn't really strong, and I don't know if that's because it was open and maybe lost some of its scent. But it was alright, but Daphne's is closed now anyways. This is what I got in my giveaway from Kim, from Make Sense, Peppermint Meringue. It was like a little, kind of like a little macaroon looking thing. Not a macaron, but a macaroon, the one that looks like those little coconut thingies. This looks kind of old. See how the label's a little discolored? So it didn't have any throw, and I'm gonna attribute that to just being old. I put it in my 20-watt hot plate, or my 20-watt Glade warmer, and I didn't get anything out of it. So I could smell it a little bit, but nothing. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's apparently dogs outside fighting right now in my yard. I have neighbors that have dogs, and they let them run around and do whatever they want, and it bugs me because then they fight. Okay, Vintage Chic Scents. I finished a 3-pack in, oh my goodness, this is one of my other favorites blends right now, Lazy Days of Summer. This is Honeydew Melon, Cotton Candy, and a hint of mint is what her scent description for this says. I pretty much just get the honeydew and the cotton candy. I don't know if it's cotton candy or cotton candy frosting, but either way, it's delicious. I don't get any mint out of it, but that's okay. Melting this is what made me a huge fan of honeydew and cotton candy frosting. Basically honeydew or anything sweet. But I don't care for honeydew mixed with other fruity scents, because honeydew to me has like a kind of a floral note to it. It's a very beautiful floral note. And so now I've gone crazy trying to get my hands on more honeydew cotton candy frosting. This is, okay, and I'll explain that in a minute. This is Streetman Candle Company from a sampler. It's ROYGBIV, and when I hauled this, I had no idea. I was like, I don't know what ROYGBIV is. Someone commented on my video that stands for the colors of the rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. I know it as purple, but I guess it's supposed to be indigo and violet is my guess, because those are both purple hues, right? So I asked, I melted this and it was amazing. It reminded me of honeydew and cotton candy frosting. Like, it reminded me of that. To me, it smelled like it had honeydew in there with a bunch of other stuff, but it overall had that like beautiful kind of florally honeydew with a lot of sweet in it, but it was a little bit more tart maybe. So I posted on Heather's Facebook group page what was in this. So what she said is it basically has either a fruit, vegetable, or flower that starts with the letter of the color. It either, starts with the letter, so either R-O-Y, whatever, or is the color of the letter. So R is red, so then it's something that's red. Does that make sense? So she said, for example, it's raspberries, orange, lemon, pineapple, cucumber, blueberries, sweet pea, violet. So that's kind of, I'm guessing that's what everything is. There's no honeydew, there's no cotton candy, but for whatever reason, this blend just reminded me of that honeydew cotton candy with just a little bit more of a hint of fruity tartness. It was amazing. I loved it. I loved it, loved it, loved it. And people came to my office and said that they love this one. So yeah, because I melted this one at work, and it's a beautiful scent. I love it. Yum. So anyhow, that's actually it. That was the last one. That is mostly what I've been melting just the last like week and a half or whatever. So hope you enjoyed. Sorry it ended up being a lot longer than I thought it was going to be just because I talked too much. But hopefully I'll talk to you guys soon in another video. Bye. Thanks for watching.